Good evening, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to Turner Classic Movies, where tonight we begin this month's Spotlight, an ambitious project that will cover 9 evenings in May. We're calling it The American Character in Westerns. Across those 9 nights, we'll showcase movies that reflect not only the popularity of Westerns, but also how the changes in Westerns represented some significant shifts in American society. Since the topic is as big and vast as the Old West itself, we've expanded our spotlight to 2 nights each week. I'll be handling Thursdays. Alicia Malone will present a lineup of Westerns every Tuesday in prime time. We begin tonight with a look at the foundation of the movie Western in America. The Lumiere brothers exhibited the first motion picture to a paying audience on December 28, 1895 in Paris, which is in France. Here at home, Thomas Edison and his company soon began producing films for commercial exhibition. The Edison Company's 1896 film, The Kiss, features what could barely be called a kiss between actress May Irwin and her heavily mustachioed love interest, an actor named John Rice. Yet it caused a scandal, really. Newspaper editorials found it unseemly. The kiss is roughly 18 seconds. Not the actual kiss. The whole movie is 18 seconds. The kiss is more like 2 seconds. There's a great deal of nuzzling first. Irwin and Rice were reenacting the final scene of a play called The Widow Jones. You should watch the film on the Library of Congress's website. It begins with a very powerful voice from the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. Then they smush cheeks while talking. Of course, we can't hear anything. Then they kiss for 2 seconds, and then after 18 seconds, the voice comes back with, "This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress." All right, back to Westerns. 7 years later, 1903, Edison Studio produced an 11-minute film that made a much more meaningful impact. It is widely considered to be the first American Western ever made, The Great Train Robbery. Fittingly, it's the film that kicks off our series. The Great Train Robbery is directed by Edwin S. Porter, though in the first few years of the 20th century, calling yourself a movie director wasn't a thing. People would probably roll their eyes at a party if you called yourself a film director, like when somebody today calls themselves a social media influencer. That's not a real job. Edwin Porter was fascinated with the mechanics of movie cameras. He went on to make dozens of shorts for Edison Studio. The Great Train Robbery combines 2 things captivating Americans at the turn of the 20th century: big, noisy locomotives and Wild West outlaws like Jesse James and Butch Cassidy. It couldn't miss. For the lead bandit, Porter cast a one-time vaudeville performer, Max Aronson. Aronson later adopted a stage name, Bronco Billy Anderson, and blazed a trail as the first true Western movie star. This is where the American Western begins. If you've never seen it, the final shot may still look familiar. Director Martin Scorsese paid homage to it in his 1990 masterpiece, Goodfellas. From 1903, The Great Train Robbery.
Next on TCM, The Invaders, then The Squaw Man, and later, The Iron Horse. You're on the right track with TCM tonight.